They told us the Great Pyramid of Giza was the pinnacle of ancient engineering, that nowhere else on Earth rivaled its scale, its ambition, or its endurance. But what if that wasn't true? What if buried beneath centuries of jungle, forgotten by time and untouched by conquest, there was a monument even more massive, and almost no one knew it existed, not in Egypt, not in Mesopotamia, but deep in uncharted green heart of Central America. Here, far from the Nile and the Roman roads, lies a pyramid so immense it eclipses Khufu's masterpiece in volume. And yet it was built over 1,000 years earlier than Giza's prime, by a civilization most people still associate with human sacrifice and calendar stones. Welcome to La Danta.
Hidden beneath the rainforest canopy in northern Guatemala, this temple mountain is the crown jewel of the lost Maya city of El Mirador. Though it may not shimmer in the desert sun, its scale is staggering. A full 2.8 million cubic meters of limestone, rubble and plaster. That's nearly 200,000 cubic meters more than Giza's Great Pyramid. And yet most maps don't mark it. Most tourists never see it, and most textbooks never mention it. Why? Because this is a monument that hides in plain sight. From the sky, La Danta looks like a tree-covered ridge, indistinguishable from the forest around it. No gleaming limestone casing, no towering apex, just leaves, shadows and secrets. But to archaeologists and ancient history scholars, it's a revelation. A forgotten apex of Maya engineering, one that redefines what we thought we knew about pyramid building in the ancient world. And its story is just beginning to be told. In total volume, La Danta measures approximately 2.8 million cubic meters, nearly 200,000 cubic meters more than Khufu's pyramid in Egypt. It doesn't tower to 146 meters like Giza. La Danta reaches a humbler 72 meters, but what it lacks in height, it makes up for in sprawl. Its platform base alone stretches across a massive complex of plazas and terraces, an architectural horizon lost beneath centuries of vines and roots. But why haven't you heard of it? The answer begins with silence. The silence of the jungle. From the air, La Danta looks like just another hill in a vast green ocean. Its contours are cloaked in dense foliage, layers of ceiba trees, vines, and moss disguising every stone. This natural camouflage has long kept it hidden, even from satellites. Unlike Egypt's sun-blasted desert pyramids, La Danta's stone is covered, not exposed. Its grandeur concealed, not declared. But that's just the beginning of its mystery. Even reaching El Mirador is an adventure of ancient proportions. The site lies in the remote lowlands near the Guatemala-Mexico border, with no highways or rail lines. To walk there from the nearest road is a multi-day trek through swamps, howling jungle, and the occasional jaguar print in the mud. For most researchers, it means flying in by helicopter. For everyone else, the journey is just too extreme. Which brings us to the structure itself. Unlike Giza's precisely hewn blocks of golden limestone, La Danta is built differently. Dating back to around 300 BCE, its core is made mostly of rubble, uncut limestone chunks packed and faced with a now faded plaster surface. It's not flashy. There are no gleaming chambers, no polished casing stones. To the untrained eye, it's a mound. But to the archaeologists who've dug into its base, it's a monument to ancient ambition. And ambition is written all over this forgotten city. El Mirador was once one of the greatest centers of the Maya civilization. In its heyday, it rivaled the later cities of Tikal and Calakmul. From around 600 BCE to 100 CE, it thrived as a ceremonial and political powerhouse. The Maya here built massive causeways, plazas, and temples, monuments not to kings alone, but to cosmology, myth, and celestial order. La Danta was their North Star, and it wasn't alone. Just across the site, another pyramid, El Tigre, rises 55 meters tall, with a volume of around 1.2 million cubic meters. Imagine two megastructures within walking distance, connected by sacred roads, echoing chants, firelight, and stone carvings now lost to erosion. This wasn't just a city, it was a world. But then, like so many ancient metropolises, it fell. By the early centuries CE, El Mirador was abandoned. The jungle took over, turning temples into hills and carving vines through plastered walls. Centuries passed. The Spanish never found it. Colonial records don't mention it. For the modern world, El Mirador didn't exist until the 20th century. It was only in the 1920s and 1930s that scattered reports of ruins in the jungle began to surface. But systematic exploration had to wait for technology and tenacity. In recent decades, archaeologists led by Dr. Richard Hansen have begun revealing the true scale of this lost city. Through LiDAR, laser mapping from the air, they've peeled back the forest digitally, exposing causeways, reservoirs, and vast complexes. And at the center of it all, Ladanta, a monument not just of stone, but of will. Constructing it required millions of man-days, stone hauled by hand, plazas leveled and aligned with the cosmos. All of it done without wheels, metal tools, or animals. Why? For whom? The Maya weren't just building tombs. In their worldview, pyramids were mountains, portals between worlds. Ladanta may have been the cosmic center of their universe. And then, it vanished beneath the jungle, swallowed by time, hidden by nature. North of here, Cholula dwarfs Ladanta in volume, but it rises in open plains. Ladanta remains unique, the largest ancient monument known to exist in a rainforest. Others exist, like Tonina and El Tigre, but none match its mystery. Ladanta is the pyramid the jungle tried to erase, and yet, it endures. In a time where most of the planet is mapped, measured, and known, Ladanta reminds us there are still giants sleeping in the jungle, waiting to be rediscovered. But Ladanta isn't the only ancient mystery hiding in plain sight. What if I told you there's an even deeper secret buried in Egypt's Great Pyramid, one that's only just been uncovered? In our next episode, we step inside a sealed chamber untouched for over 4,000 years. And what lies within may rewrite everything.
Imagine a place lost in time, hidden deep within the jungles of Indonesia. A place where ancient secrets whisper on the wind, and giant stone faces stare out from the past. This is the Bada Valley, a land of forgotten wonders. Here, massive statues stand watch over the forest, their origins shrouded in mystery. And scattered amongst the trees are enormous stone jars, their purpose unknown. Who created these incredible monuments? What were they used for? And why do they seem to echo ancient sites found across the world? Come with us on a journey to this remote and magical valley. Let's explore the clues, unravel the stories, and try to understand the people who left their mark on this timeless landscape.
I think that the city of Tiwanaku is one of the most mysterious sites in the world. In a way, it's the New World equivalent of Giza. It's a site about which there are far more questions than answers. All these names that are given to structures at Tiwanaku are entirely arbitrary because we know nothing about the people who built Tiwanaku.